Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, a bunch of you have been asking for my take on this whole Kristi Noem thing. So, here it is. It's a horrific story. Kristi Noem, who is the governor of South Dakota, she was on Trump's short list for vice president. She admitted in a book, which was them being handed out as basically like a party favor by the Republican National Committee, that she murdered her 14-month-old puppy named Cricket. Cute, cute dog. I've seen pictures of it. If you haven't seen, go Google it. Maybe don't, because it might just break your heart even more. But Noem has tried to justify this. She first tried to justify it in the book. Now she's tried to justify it even more, saying, well, this animal was a problem. Basically, after facing a ton of backlash, even from her own party, she claimed, oh, well, the dog was dangerous. And, it was a really difficult decision. That was her cop-out. It was a quote unquote difficult decision. But her book and her own words prove that that is bullshit. Noem admitted in the book that she, quote, hated that dog, didn't even refer to it by name, and she referred to Cricket as, quote, worthless. This was a wire hair terrier. And she said, this difficult decision was made because the dog chased after their chickens on their farm and, it couldn't be trained. And, it just was, when I took it hunting, it just ran around chasing the birds, with careless abandon. It was having so much fun. Oh, well, what a horrible dog. Sounds like a typical freaking puppy, right? A difficult decision is putting an animal to sleep when you love that animal and you want them to live. Killing an animal that you hate doesn't sound like that much of a difficult decision. She also bitched, like I said, about the dog chasing the chickens, but guess what? Dogs have a prey drive, some more than others. And let's keep in mind, Kristi Noem was teaching this dog to help her hunt. She got this dog as a hunting dog. She was literally trying to teach this dog to go after birds. Animals with feathers and wings. So yeah, that's your fault, Kristi, for teaching it to go after animals with feathers and wings, birds. Like chickens. And if you can't train a dog, if you can't contain a dog, that's on you. That's a you problem. She had the option. She could have taken that dog to a shelter. She could have contacted a rescue group. And where did she get the dog in the first place? Because a dog like this is most likely from a breeder. All breeders that I have ever heard of say, look, if you can't keep the dog for some reason, let us know. We will take him or her back. We will find them another home. She could have gone and gotten a trainer. She obviously is either incompetent or she's just freaking lazy, right? Because she chose the absolutely most lazy and sociopathic choice possible. Does that sound like a quote unquote good leader to anyone? That's her pitch. Oh, I've had to make tough decisions like shooting my own dog in the face. Maybe other sociopaths buy that, people like Trump, but outside of psychos, not so much. I went plant-based. People who know me, people who've read my book know I am a animal lover to my core. I went plant-based primarily after discovering that hundreds of thousands of dogs and cats each year are tortured, killed, and consumed in Asian countries. And it's not because they're hungry, not because these people are starving, it's because their meat is considered to be a delicacy. And they believe that the more the animal suffers, the more the meat will taste good, it will be tender, and bring some sort of, magical powers. It's really sick. But I realized I was being a hypocrite. I was loving and valuing only some animals, but not others, while claiming I'm an animal lover. So that was my choice. And honestly, I could kill a human easier than I could kill an animal, right? I mean, animals are innocent. They don't do things out of spite to harm you. They do things out of fear, out of just, being puppies, being, untrained. But if a human being is coming at me trying to harm me or someone I love, yeah, I have no problem with it. But what this woman admits to doing, and then she's trying to justify it and making it out like this makes her a good leader. No, it makes you incompetent. It makes you lazy. It makes you pathetic. It makes you look as if you take the easy way out for you. The selfish, easy way out for you. And it makes you look cold and indifferent and sociopathic, honestly. And if you guys really want to know what I think of this and Kristi Noem, I can't say the word that I would like to use for her because I would get kicked off of YouTube probably. I would definitely, this video would be demonetized, but I'll just say that it rhymes with runt, okay? And that's a word I reserve for very few people on this planet, but she's one of them. And even right-wing MAGA diehards are furious. They are disgusted by Noem's murder of an innocent puppy. Former campaign aide to Donald Trump, AJ Delgado, she posted on Twitter, quote, "By the way, liar, he never killed livestock, only attacked, which every dog does, i.e. runs after them. Quit changing your story. Your career is over." And then someone named Colin Fenley wrote, quote, "I have been a farm owner, I have been a canine handler, and I have trained thousands of dogs. You cannot justify this, my dear. I'm a conservative and you lost my support." Even Cat Turd, if you're not on Twitter, you might not know about Cat Turd. Cat Turd is a vile person, total MAGA diehard, don't agree with anything on the planet that Cat Turd says. But even Cat Turd went off on Kristi Noem and said this was hateful, this was disgusting. When you've lost Cat Turd, you've lost the entire plot. You've lost everything. And Salon News Outlet rightfully pointed out, quote, "It's unlikely she could ever put a positive spin on dog murder. It's one thing for right-wing propagandists to paint migrants or LGBTQ people or college professors or leftist protesters as a menace. Their audience has little contact with those people, making it a lot easier to make up stories about how dangerous they are. But dogs? Most people, regardless of party, are quite familiar with dogs. Quite a few have dogs as pets. Most people like dogs, seeing them as sweet animals who just want to please their masters. Most people know that the dog probably only followed her murderer to the gravel pit because, as is the canine habit, she trusted her owner." So yeah. Noem shot and killed her political career just like she shot and killed her puppy. Kristi Noem and her vile persona, her bigotry, and everything else that she stands for is done. So, again, what a runt. All right, I will let you guys know if I hear any more, but yeah, I don't mean to laugh because it is just heinous. And yeah, don't want to tell you what I wish. But all right, I will let you know if I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you guys. Take care. Talk with you soon.